the Israelis. The Israelis have had their guns sighted.
The betterment of people.
At home and away, because I publish a weekly newsletter.
Disorder.
Disorder.
My single word would be uncertain.
Instability would be the single word. Now, instability can have ups as well as downs, right? It doesn't mean it all goes down. But I think volatility, a lot of bouncing around, a lot of switching back and forth.
Is really a world with very few big leaders who have global visions that can bring countries together.
Disorder for me means lack of peace. End up with an armistice or a frozen conflict. Problem with frozen conflicts is that they threaten to turn into hot wars once again.
Loves tariffs. He's Mr. Tariff Man. There's no vision, as I can see, other than America first. We do what we want. Others accommodate us. And if you don't, we'll slap tariffs on you, or we'll withdraw our security cooperation. What I would call self-harm.
Why the President of the United States would want to promote a technology that diverts business away from the US dollar is more than a little bit mysterious. It's of interest to some people as investment. There's obviously a lot of dark money that flows through cryptocurrencies, including but not only Bitcoin. I don't think Bitcoin can challenge the global role of the dollar.
Present security competition between the United States and China, very dangerous. But I think it's unlikely that the U.S.-China competition will result in a crisis or a war. The United States is so preoccupied with the wars in the Middle East and in Ukraine that it has a very powerful incentive not to get involved in a crisis in East Asia. Chinese have significant economic problems and political problems. Both have powerful incentives to avoid a conflict or a crisis. Trump has a deep-seated interest in working with America's East Asian allies to contain China. The real trouble for America's allies will come in Europe.
I think there's going to be a real emphasis on getting the European allies to spend more on defense. Historically, he has asked America's allies to do more. I don't think many will be willing or able to do that. So we could be entering a period of uncertainty.
Maybe that is the defining question of 2025, because this is a year in which AI will deliver on some big further improvements of some kind. We just continue down the existing road of widening income gaps and widening polarization driven by existing digital technologies, so that people who are already quite prosperous do better or do fine, and people who are already quite poor don't see that much improvement.
I don't see much of any hope that North Korea will give up its nuclear weapons. I think they see them as essential to their security and identity. So if the United States makes the denuclearization of North Korea a goal, I do not predict we will succeed. We have to find something less ambitious.